Hi, my name is Curtis Lee, and I would like to welcome everybody to my YouTube page. It's been a minute. I'd like to say hello to everybody. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about myself today and my services and what I'm going to bring to YouTube and hopefully to you because I would like to share my experiences along with tarot and astrology and the things that I do, in my personal time. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Curtis Lee. I'm a spiritual life coach, personal trainer, a nutritionist. My nutrition, I base everything off plant-based diet and herbs. I do everything naturally. And I'm a psychic tarot card reader. And I'm a studying astrologer. I'm studying astrology right now, and that's my passion, really. Astrology, tarot reading, stuff like that. So today, what I want to talk about is how you attract toxic relationships and how you can get out of toxic relationships. Because for years, I was in toxic relationships and didn't even know it. And what people don't realize is toxic does not always mean violent or in that manner. Toxic can mean you're giving too much to somebody who's not giving back to you. Okay? Toxic can be somebody who is just like not respecting you the way you should be respected, and so on, things like that. You know, we don't realize how much these things take from us to reach your highest self. Okay, I had a lot of toxic relationships. I was a person who was really non-committal. I would not commit to a relationship. So, and people, I've never was in relationships a lot. I just had a lot of flings. Friday I might be with such and such. Next week I might be with whatever. But everybody knew, what was going on. There wasn't nothing to it. The problem with that is when you're dealing with multiple relationships, you're going to take on all of those people's energies internally, and we don't know that. We don't know that. We have years and years and years and years of energy from people that we never get rid of. We don't take time to detox ourselves from the last person. We'll get out of a relationship and get right back into another relationship. You know what I'm saying? Without even healing from the last relationship. And then you still talking to that other person, even if y'all not having sex or whatever, even if y'all still have a casual relationship where y'all talking back and forth, that's not totally releasing that person. And what people have to understand is spirituality is what's real out here. It's going to show you how and why the things that are happening to you are happening to you. Okay? This is how I got into spirituality, through relationships. I started realizing that my relationships were repeating themselves over and over again. I was meeting the same type of person, but in a different body. But it was the same thing. I kept meeting non-committal people. You know why? Because I was non-committal. And when you learn this, that you are what you attract. Whatever you're doing in life, that's what's coming back to you. That's it. It may come back to you in the same person. It may come back to you in different people. Until your intentions are pure, you're not going to ever have anything pure. And it's very hard to clean yourself out. And that's one of the services I want to offer here on my page. If you're struggling with letting somebody go, if you're struggling with rejection, that's what I had to clean up. I literally had to relocate to do that. Okay? I had to get away from everybody that I knew and reinvent myself totally over again. Okay? I can show you the steps, everything that you need to do to get rid of these feelings that you have that you need to get rid of. It's very difficult. It's very, 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 very difficult. It's several steps. It's going to take you a while, and it's going to require you to face some harsh realities. Okay? Another thing, you guys need to learn your natal birth chart. Okay? You're not just an Aquarius. You're not just a Libra. You have 6 personal signs that you are that control every part of you. your emotions, your thoughts. Like, I'm going to run down my chart for you guys, okay? I'm an Aquarius. That's my sun sign. That's the sign we all go by. Everybody goes by the sun sign, Aquarius. But my rising sign is Pisces. My moon sign is Libra. My Mercury, which are my thoughts, is Aquarius. And speaking of that, Mercury retrograde is going on right now, which affects thoughts, communications, electronics. So if I speak, be messing up in my speech, that's what it is, okay? Understand that. My Venus is in Capricorn and my Mars is in Aries, okay? Those are my 6 personal planets. And that's what controls everything about you. Once you understand that about yourself, you will be in control of your life. You'll know why and how you react to things, and then you'll be able to make clearer decisions. And I'm guaranteeing my work. But you're going to have to face your demons. That's the only way you're going to be able to do it. Nobody wants to do that, okay? Number 2, I also offer tarot readings. I do psychic tarot readings. Relationship readings is what I specialize in, because what I specialize in is karma. I can tell you every kind of way you can attract karma, and I can tell you every kind of way that you can get rid of karma, because that's what I had to do. I had to spend the last 2 years getting rid of karma, okay? And it's very difficult. Forgiving people, forgiving yourself, is something that you got to work on. You know what I'm saying? And I've worked on it, and it's been wonderful. Now I'm free of all of that mess that I had all clogged up in my head, all clogged up in my heart. You have to clean this stuff out if you want to be totally happy. Because if you're full of bad memories and full of failures that you're scared to address because you keep on getting high or drinking your sorrows away or just going from relationship to relationship to relationship to cover that up, it's not going to work. In order for it to work, you must honestly find out who you are. And it starts with your astrological birth chart. And I can read your astrological birth chart, and then I can pull cards for you according to your astrological birth chart and read that. I can do that. I can read off of a lot of people keep saying tarot and astrology are 2 different things. And they are. But I can connect the cards to the astrology. Because what I do is I read my cards based off the astrology. Okay? That's what I do. I also get downloads, but I read the cards based off the astrology. Okay? So I don't just sit there and if I get a download or if I see something that I really see indefinite, I'll call it. But I read the cards based off the astrology. That's what I do. And I've been very accurate. You know what I'm saying? And it works for me. I read for myself. It took me from being without a job, basically homeless, living in the front seat of my truck, because y'all don't know nothing about that. In 2017, if you look at all my videos in 2017, I was living in the front of my truck. I lived there for an entire year in my truck. I was trying to push my personal trainer business. I wasn't making any money. Nobody was supporting me. I was still trying to push it. I wanted it. I gave up what I had. I was living in my truck. But my astrology told me that if I kept going, that eventually I would have a new career and things would be good for me. And that's what I did. I kept going. I followed the astrology for the last 3 years. It put me in a new career. It told me that I would get into some kind of healing business, which I'm doing right now. I did not even know that astrology was preparing me for this right now. But I would tell anybody this. If you are struggling in any kind of relationship problems where you cannot get those emotions away from you and you want to move on, or you in a relationship that is just horrific and you don't know how to get out of it, you're in a karmic relationship. You're going through karmic patterns. And you have to learn how to break these patterns. And I can show you how to break these patterns. Okay? It's very difficult. It's not easy. But we all need to learn about karmic relationships. And let me just tell you how you attract in a karmic relationship. By doing something bad to somebody else. Like, for instance, let's say you met a guy who really liked you. And you really liked him. But then a week or two later, you met another guy. Before that week or two later, let me back up. let's say you met a guy that you like, and y'all both liked each other, and everything was all good. And y'all were talking for maybe about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe a month. So you still knew, ain't no obligation there, but you know that y'all been talking consistently and kicking it. And then you meet a new guy, and you like this guy because this guy might have a real good job, a house, a nice car, everything that you wanted. And you just leave the first guy you met for that guy. That's how you track the karmic relationship, because the new guy that you got, who you left for all that material stuff, that guy is going to turn out to either be a narcissist, or he's going to turn out to just be a dog or something that really torments you, because you went to that guy not because he had love for you. You went to that guy because he had material gain, and you left the guy who had love for you. That is how you attract karmic relationships. The universe, spirit will punish you for that. He will punish you for that. Just like men who do it, leave good women to go to other women for no reason. We get punished for that. It's called karmic relationships. And guess what? You be attached to that person. They be dogging you out and all of that, and you can't leave because you're karmically connected. It's like a punishment, and you got to work your way out of it. I had so many karmic relationships like that. I was attached to so many women. I didn't know that. I was attached to them. I didn't know that. I had to let them go, cut them off, block. I had to let them go to get myself back. And that's what you have to do to get yourself back. You have to understand how karma works. Being too nice, giving all the time, and nobody ever helping you out, that's karma. Universe will put a narcissist in your life that will really dog you until you have to say, stand up for yourself. You have to stand up you have to have boundaries in order to be successful. In anything, in love, business, you have to have boundaries, and you have to stand by those boundaries, or you get karma. You can't be soft. You can't let people walk over you. That's why people who refuse to put boundaries up, 9 times out of 10, get murdered. Like the women who get abused and keep getting beat around, they won't ever leave, and the man winds up killing them because they never set boundaries and they stayed there too long. That's how the universe works. That's how it works. I know it seems crazy. That's how it works. I've been living it for 3 years. Once I established boundaries, cut off those toxic relationships, I had so much energy. My mind was clear. I was able to come back and get the kind of job I wanted. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm at the point where spiritually I found out something about myself that I didn't know, that I was a person who could really dream. I have dreams. I can help people psychically. I mean, I can predict relationship problems, all of that. And I tell anybody, I'll give you 1 or 2 questions to ask me for free if you don't believe me. And I'll pull the tarot on you and I'll prove it. I've done it. I was in Louisiana for 6 months doing it. You know what I'm saying? And everybody down there was amazed. But that just came from me spiritually grounding myself and finding out who I am. We all have talents like that. But you got to find out what your natal chart is to find out what your talent is. And I found out what my talent is. As a Pisces rising, I could be a very psychic person. I'm a healer. That's what I do. As an Aquarius, the Aquarius is known as the astrologer. Into astrology, tarot, that's what I do. Those are my natural gifts. This is a natural gift for me. I didn't know that. I used to be ashamed of it. But now I know. And I'm going to share it with the world. So yes, I'm going to be coming weekly. Some of the videos will be about tarot cards. You know, I'm going to do my monthly tarot readings for all 12 zodiac signs. But I'm also going to be coming with spirituality lessons like this, karma, how we attract karmic relationships, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Abandonment issues, issues with our mother, our father, our family members. I'm going to be coming with all kind of stuff like that. Health, eating, because I'm into plant-based diet. People who got type 2 diabetes, lupus, you really need to listen to me. Or if you know anybody like that, because these things can be cured or they can really be modified if you're eating the right food. Okay? So yes, I'm not going to make this video too long. It's already 15 minutes, but this is my intro video because I'm coming back. But I hope you guys join me, because I guarantee you, my page is going to be one of a kind. Okay, you're going to get tarot readings, astrology. You're going to get health. Okay, you're going to get spiritual awakenings and music, because I produce. I've been a DJ for 35 years, so I'm just giving it all. We're going to have fun and all of that, but we're going to be serious too. Okay, so again, my name is Curtis Lee. If you haven't joined my page, it's Lee Fitness, Spirituality, Tarot, and Astrology. Okay, on YouTube. Hit me up. Okay, one love.